Welcome to the Shoe Showdown, where two shoes enter, but only one come out. Welcome back to the channel. I am Cody with the Shoe In With Cody, and today we got ourselves a good one. We're kicking off the Shoe Showdown, and this was an easy one. I'm bringing two shoes in. I'm going to determine for y'all which one I would pick. Now, you all have been blowing up my DMs on Instagram and YouTube about these two specific shoes that I'm going to be talking about today. And that is the Asics SuperBlast versus the Brooks Glycerin Max. Both kind of super trainers, a lot of stack, a lot of similarities, but there are some differences. In this video, I'm just going to break it down for y'all. Which shoe would I pick? Where does this one or this one succeed, where the other one is kind of falling short, and why I like both of these shoes. Again, both of these shoes were provided to me by Asics and by Brooks, but they have no idea what I'm going to say in this review and in these videos or any of my content. Now, before I dive into the Shoe Showdown, I got a favor to ask all of y'all. Hit the like button. Smash the subscribe button. You know you want to. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it definitely helps the channel. Now let's sit back, relax, and let's get the battle begin. To kick the video off, I'm going to talk about some of the similarities of these shoes. Why I think a lot of y'all keep hitting me up saying, Cody, could you do a comparison? Why should I buy the SuperBlast over the Glycerin Max? Let me know what you think. And honestly, I understand the confusion. They are both super trainers with no plate. A lot of the super trainers that we're seeing out on the market have a plate, but not these two. The SuperBlast 2 has a lot of stack in that premium foam, and the Glycerin Max has a lot of stack with that premium foam. Both are delivering a max, like over max cushion. So a super trainer to me is over 40 millimeters, and both of these, I am telling you right now, rocking both of them, wearing them a lot, well over 40 millimeters of stack. But the one great thing about that is they're also both very, very stable. They both deliver just a very nice ride. One where you can cruise, click off the miles for daily recovery and long run. Both of these just deliver a very comfortable ride. So if you are in that marathon training, both of these shoes are going to give you a lot of comfort just to click off the miles. Both of them, their uppers very similar. There's really nothing crazy about either one of these uppers. Both very comfortable. Both they'll give a great lockdown. And just really, again, if you are looking for a super trainer without a plate, both of these are going to give you great options. And both, again, similarity, both $200. Again, I don't love the price, but it is what they both cost. And they both, for $200, you're getting premium. You're getting this Flightflown Blast Plus foam here, and you're getting the DNA Tuned foam here, which is brand new to Brooks. Both, I am telling you right now, they are premium. These foams feel premium underfoot, and they're just really comfortable. The other thing I'm going to say for both of these shoes is not only are they comfortable for running, but walking the dog. And if you are in a hospital setting or somewhere where you're on your feet a lot, because I get that question a lot. I work at a hospital, so a lot of nurses, doctors, techs, you name it, come up to me and go, what shoe should I buy? I think honestly both of these options are not only great for running, but also if you're on your feet like 8, 10 plus hours and you want something to baby your feet, feel comfortable, both of these are going to give both of these options. So again, both super trainers, both max cushion, both deliver a lot, and that is how these two shoes are similar. While these shoes are very similar, now I'm going to break down how they are different and how you might determine which one's for you. Okay, so for me, you have two premium foams, Flightflown Blast Plus, and you have DNA Tune. I find the DNA Tune to be a little bit more squishy and to be a little bit more comfortable. I find this one to be a little bit more responsive. For me personally, if I'm doing a long run and I want to throw in some paces, the SuperBlast 2 can knock that out of the park. If I want to push the pace a little bit, I'm not talking about tempo. But I'm talking about if I'm going for a 20-mile run and in the middle, I want to pick the pace up a little bit, this foam can do the job. This foam, I very much feel like the DNA Tune is more of that cruiser. I'm talking about I'm going out for 20 miles. I want to keep it in that 8-minute pace, and I just want comfort to protect my legs. This does the job. Picking the pace up in the Glycerin Max is not the easiest thing to do. Again, I find this foam to be very comfortable, but not in the category of picking it up. So again, if you're looking for a long run shoe to pick the paces up, SuperBlast is for you. The other big difference I'm going to point out is the weight, okay? So these are super trainers. Again, super trainers, in my opinion, are going to hit a lot of different categories. Daily trainer, potentially recovery day shoe, and long run shoe. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on a shoe if I can't take it to that 20-mile marker and feel really comfortable. $200 is a lot, folks. So, in my opinion, this one is about 9 ounces of my size, and this one's closer to 10.5, 11 ounces of my size. That's a big difference. When we're talking about the weight, the SuperBlast 2 is knocking this one out of the park. Weight to me is really important. I don't need it to be super light. I don't need a 6-ounce shoe, but when I am going to that 20 miles, and 20 miles is not easy, folks. To me, personally, maybe some of you are like, man, I can bust out 20 miles like it's nothing. Those later miles, I felt this shoe. When I did long runs in this one, my last marathon block, when I got past like 14 miles, my legs started to feel a little bit heavy. And that becomes a little bit of a problem because, again, if you are just going for a cruise, you want to protect the legs, not an issue. But if you want to feel comfortable and keep locking the paces, it being close to 11 ounces definitely is not, it's not great. So if I'm going to give it for the weight, it's got to be the SuperBlast 2. I know this is vain, but for looks, I love an all-white shoe. I'm not going to drag this one out. I think both are really great looking shoes. I get a lot of compliments about both of these shoes. I was actually just out walking with these shoes. So many people have complimented this shoe, but I get a lot of compliments on this one. And I personally, it's just a personal thing, I'm giving the nod to the Glycerin Max for looks. I dig an all-white shoe. I love this shoe. I love the looks of this shoe. Again, for comfort, I think both are very comfortable shoes, but I'm going to give the Glycerin Max just a little bit of a nod for comfort. I think the DNA tuned foam is just a little bit more comfortable. Not to say this is not a comfortable shoe, but again, we're splitting hairs at this point because both of these shoes are very similar. DNA tune is just a little bit more comfortable. For price, $200, it's a draw. I really can't compare those two. And the last one, ride. Which one do I like running in more? Both deliver a great ride. I like this one for more recovery day runs and when I just don't care about the pace. I like the SuperBlast for almost every type of run except for speed work. Daily runs, recovery runs, long runs where I want to push the pace a little bit. So I got to give the SuperBlast to the nod for the ride. I just think for personally where I'm at right now in my running, this just gives me more options. It does daily, recovery. This does daily and recovery. They both do long runs, but this one I get to pick the paces up a little bit, and it just feels effortless when I'm picking the pace up. So you're asking yourself, which one should I pick? I'm going to do my best to help you with that. Personally, I'm going SuperBlast 2. If you can get it. This one is really hard to buy because it's just sold out everywhere. To me, it's the SuperBlast 2, but it's not a blowout. It's not, the Lions versus the Cowboys blowout. It's not one of those things. We are talking about very close, and I think it just goes down to preference. If you're looking for a comfortable cruiser, I think you might really love the Glycerin Max, but if you want to do it all kind of shoe, the SuperBlast, personally, for this shoe showdown, SuperBlast 2 is taking it easily. Well, there you had it. We had the shoe showdown, and the winner for me was the Asics SuperBlast 2. Again, I'm not saying the other shoe is a bad shoe because I'm telling you I like both of these shoes. But for me, the winner has to be the Asics SuperBlast 2. I just keep reaching for it, and it possibly could be my favorite shoe of the year. Now I want to hear from you. Have you tried both of these shoes? What are your thoughts? Are you a SuperBlast person or are you a Glycerin Max? Drop the comment down below, and remember, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all out on the run.